Hi friends, I'm back with another journal share. This one is an antique book. It didn't have a copyright on it, but I'm guessing it's early 1900s, late 1800s. It's a George Eliot's works. This is from a collection of George Eliot's works. There were several books in this collection when I bought it at a little antique store, but this one was in the best shape, and it's the Silas Marner story. And I have sealed the book cover. It is a beautiful cover. And I've also reinforced the inside cover with it's called kraft-tex fabric paper and bookbinding tape on the hinges, and then as I've done some of the muslin again to help reinforce it. It is a very feminine book, as you can see, with a lot of lace and fabric scraps, a lot of lace trim on the sides of the pages, and she is 3 signatures big with a hollow back technique. There's 104 pages, and there's lots of journaling space. So let's get started. Her dimensions are 7.5 tall by 4 3/4 wide, and the spine is 1 3/4 inches. There's crocheted lace headband at the top and the bottom. The inside cover is original to the book. I was not able to remove this library card pocket without causing, damage to the inside, so I left it there and just put in an old library card that you can use for journaling. And then there's also, it was presented to the Lutheran Church at one time. And this library was the Axtell Public Library, which is in central Nebraska in central United States. Also, I've included a little negative and photograph envelope, and I put in some old family black and white pictures. My cousin on a horse. That's my husband when he was a little boy. And one of the ladies in the front pocket is my beautiful mother. Each of the signatures is covered with one of my beautiful digitals from my Etsy store. This is a scan from an original scrapbook from, I think this one was from the, I want to say 40s, mid-40s. And each of them have this really pretty dainty trim, fabric trim, scallopy. And I've just done some collage on some of the pages. I've done some lace tops. A lot of coffee stain paper, and this particular side tuck is a scan. I scanned the book, the book cover, and this rose circle I used as a tuck. And there's just an old advertising card for hump hairpins. There's some fabric ruffling there with a heart charm and an old, what looks to be an old safety pin. Okay. Get this straight one of these days. See, lots of places to journal. There's a little place to journal here. This is one of my homemade paper clips, and it was holding this on the back, and it's holding this over the page. I'll put that on later. A little bit of collage on there. It's an old ledger book. And then on this little piece of fabric and lace, I put a charm of a wing, a bird's wing, and then here's the birds on the other side. A little fabric tab on that side, a little bit more, little place to journal, something like you highlight or feature something on this page. I've done a lot of sewing on the pages, and I've left the thread tails. A little bit more collage on that page. Little side tuck here. There's an old picture of a haying team putting up hay, probably from the 30s or so, I'm guessing. A little side tuck with this tape measure. Little sewing or little safety pin up there. You can put a little charm on it if you'd like. Here's a little pretty charm held on by a bulb pin. Aren't these pretty? I just love this group of pages. I have those on my Etsy store, and they're available full color, and then there's another set that is half color. It's just not as vibrant. They're just more muted. There's a little side tuck here. Here's a little flower charm. Little corner tuck here on the bottom. I included an original page from the book. This is the title page, Silas Marner, The Weaver of Ravelot by George Eliot, which was a pen name for a woman who actually was the author. I didn't know that. Found out when I Googled her, or Googled the author. It was printed in New York by the Hearst and Company, but it had no copyright. So that's just an extra if you want to leave it in the book or not. If I'm able to, I always like to do that. So this one's just a real short and sweet little book. 104 pages, I believe, is what it is. Then the back cover is kind of fun. It has a flip out. There's several pages of notes you can have here. And I think I've left this that you can untie it and then add more if you'd like to. Then there's a pocket here, and then there's more writing space here. There's a journaling card here. There's a picture of my grandpa and his brother and sister, and that is my grandpa. He looks like a little girl. And then there's a large tag for journaling. and the pocket's been collaged. And then there's also a little hidden spot here which has an old postcard. And I put this tab on it so that it would have, you'd have something to grab so it wouldn't go too far in there. But that is Silas Marner, and I'll put her up on my Etsy store, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming by. Have a good day.